Hi, I'm Shannon Rollings from Shannon Rollings Real Estate. I wanted to talk to you today about how to get your contract accepted, especially if you're in a marketplace where there are competing offers on the property. But first, I want to point out a couple things on my website at shannonr.com. If you're a buyer searching, you can click on the search by icon, and you can search by then city, county, schools, special features like in-ground pool, in-law suite, barn, that type of thing. If you're a seller, you might want to check out the home valuation tool, and you can get an idea of what your home might be valued in today's market. But if you're really thinking about selling, you definitely want to get an experienced professional like myself to take a look at it to help you get your house priced appropriate for today's market. So back to the topic, how to get your home offer accepted. First, you want to be sure you're putting in a complete offer package. The very most important thing in that offer package is your pre-qualification letter. So you want to be sure if you're going to be out looking at homes on the evening or weekend that you go ahead and reach out to your lender and get that pre-qualification letter over to your agent. You also might want to select a lender that's available on the evenings and weekends in case you have questions about closing costs or what your monthly payment be, but also so that they could be available to reach out to the listing agent to say, yes, I've talked to this buyer and they're a qualified buyer. The next thing you might want to do is prepare a letter from yourself to the listing agent that they can submit with the offer to the seller to say why you love this home and why is it perfect for your family. This is especially important if it's a seller that's lived in the home or has done a lot of upgrades to the home. It could give you the opportunity to connect with the seller. Next, you want to really evaluate your offer, not just the price, but the entire offer, everything you're asking or offering in the contract. For instance, if the seller is offering the home at $220 and you think you're going to offer him full price at $220, but you also ask him to pay $6,000 towards your closing costs, well, you're really not offering full price. So be sure to take into account what the whole package is and what you're offering. If there's a case where there's multiple offers and you may want to consider offering a higher price, like $225, that's a good thing to do, but you also need to take into account, is it going to appraise for that price? If maybe there's a concern by your agent if it'll appraise, then you may want to consider instead offering $220 and maybe offer to pay the seller's closing costs up to $5,000. So the seller is still getting the same net, but it's making your offer more appealing. A couple other things you may want to consider. One is there a possibility you could let the seller occupy the home prior or after closing for a couple days? This could be very appealing to a seller if they are a family with children or an older couple and they're moving locally. Sometimes it's really difficult to make that move of selling a home, buying a home, and moving all on the same day. So you could make your offer more appealing by offering to let the seller occupy the home after closing for a few days after closing. All of these things are important to take into account. So again, to summarize, make your offer as appealing as possible, have your pre-qualification letter, and maybe have a letter from yourself to the seller explaining why it might be important for that home for you and your family and what you love about the home. So if you're thinking about buying or selling down the road, give me a call. I'd love to help you.